Hello and welcome to another campaign battle for Total War Warhammer 2. I'm going to be facing off against an army of greenskins. Primarily the Savage Orcs, and there's quite a lot of them. Got quite a lot of ranged units as well. We have a smaller army, but we do have a better quality army with a lot of veterancy here, and we've got a lot of these Blessed units, which are kind of like the regiments of renown for the Lizardmen. They're slightly stronger than their standard counterparts. See 91 armour on this Temple Guard Blessed and 85 on the standard. So the balance power is more in our favour, even though we're outnumbered. But I haven't really fought these guys yet in the campaign much. Taken a couple of their settlements with very small garrisons, but this is the largest army I've come across. And Mazdamundi has a pretty interesting start position, I found. When I was playing as the Dark Elves, you're mostly fighting other Dark Elves. As the High Elves, it's other High Elves and Dark Elves, of course. But as Mazdamundi, you're going to be fighting Norska, you're going to be fighting Empire units, you're going to be fighting Skaven, Dark Elves, and even Greenskins. And as you push south, you'll probably come into contact with High Elves too, so there's a lot more variety to the kind of armies you're going to be fighting in the Lizardmen campaign as Mazdamundi. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, so pretty flat terrain here. You can see these settlements in the distance. I haven't fought too many battles in Lustria before, and it's actually a dwarven settlement by the looks of things. That's pretty neat. But yeah, pretty flat map, which actually suits us, I think, here. We do need to try and take care of their ranged units as quickly as we can. These guys are all shielded, so that's going to help against ranged fire. We might lead with our Bastillas on. Mazdamundi up front as well. He's a really good tank. Now they've got some cavalry, so we're going to stick our spearmen over on the flanks. And then we've got our javelin units. We'll probably try and push these around the side. And we'll keep our temple guard at the back. We might split these off and try and hit the flanks as well. Okay, so we've got our pterodons. Keep those. We want to get some drop some rocks on the guys straight away. We've got 20 magic, so we won't gamble. Okay, we've got some other abilities unlocked now. Bombardment spell, bound spell. That's going to come in handy. We've got cold-blooded and a fireball as well. Okay, so they might come at us. It looks like they're going to be shifting over to the high ground. So there are a lot of them. I think the quality of our units is going to win us this, so we're going to push up while they're trying to change position here. And send our pterodons over. Have to watch out for their ranged units, they might target us. Set them to run. These are strong versus multiple combatants, so it'd be good if these guys bunch up a little more for us here. You can see they're already automatically firing down on them. And that looks like a good place to drop. Doesn't seem to do that much damage. Did some to that unit. Let's swing these guys around. They can fire whilst moving, which is helpful. You can see them throwing down some explosive little bombs there. So we're just going to keep getting these guys circling them. Dropping bombs down on them. It fires off its fireball. And we're going to just tie all of these guys down with the net spell here. Okay, what else do we have? We might send Mazdamundi straight in. We're going to send our Bastillodons charging straight into the pack there. And Mazdamundi's going to come in too. We're going to keep our Pterodons circling. Going to push these guys up. Push those guys over to the side. And that Bastillodon is kind of surrounded, but it'll be fine. So let's send all of these around the side. Keep those circling. Let's slow things down while we take a quick zoom in, because we like to have a little zoom in at the action. See our Lizardmen getting stuck in now. That was Bastillodon really tearing things up, and that was an explosive hit. Pterodon's doing a great job of just really screwing up these archers. See that swinging in there. Okay, so we've got a nice front line here. Let's bring our temple guards around the back. Wish I could drop some more bombs down, that'd be great if I could do that. We're going to keep these guys swinging around. We'll get our spears in over this way. And we're going to pull down a bombardment right on this group here. A nice mass of them. There we go. So these guys are just all rowling. Look, there's a massive chain route going on here. You want to really press home the advantage. And this is actually we're winning this a little faster than I expected. Thought they'd put up a bit more of a fight than this. Yeah, those skinks. I love the skinks. They're really good to watch. Our Pterodons. I might get some more of these guys. Wasn't sure how useful these guys would be, but they can do some serious damage. Would love to try and get some more ammo for these guys. They're pretty strong. Get a fireball off. So we don't hit our own units here. Nah, there we go. Yeah, this is just turned into a massive chain route. I'm not sure which units are still in play here for the orcs. Okay, we've got some savage orcs coming back. We'll get a temple guard on those. Keep chasing these guys down. Some boar boys coming in here. Well, they sent a few of our lizards flying there, but they've run straight into some blessed warriors and some spears. Looks like some of them are starting to rally, which is good to see. Not been too easy. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. Push those guys up. We're leaving these skink cohorts there. Doing a decent job in melee. We better get them some support. And our Bastillodon is just punching a hole straight through. Okay, let's get Mazdamundi on that Night Goblin War Boss. Push those Temple Guard up. Okay, one of our spear units has gone berserk. Well, they're coming back. But it looks like it's... they're almost done. I mean, that should break those guys. I really do need to get some cavalry for this army. I need that mobility. And the Pterodons are pretty useful for that, but I do need some dedicated cavalry in this army. There we go. Yeah, I think that should be my next priority in this campaign. Get some cavalry. Give me that extra mobility on the flanks that I'm kind of lacking at the moment. But yeah, this is a real... I mean, this is quite an expensive army. These guys are expensive to recruit and upkeep, but the quality of them is so worth it. You don't really need, early in the Lizardmen came like massive 20 stack armies. You can have smaller armies but much better quality armies. So that's kind of what I've gone for, and I was able to unlock a number of these blessed units through completing missions, and they're very strong. They don't cost anything to recruit, or they do have a higher upkeep cost though. So that's something you have to watch out for. Yeah, let's end the battle and take a look at the stats. Yeah, you can see 147 Mazdamundi. He's a really good tank when he gets stuck in, and some of those spells did a good job. 178 Temple Guard, 279 for those Saurus Spears, 148, 91, 154, 191, 203 for that unit. Yeah, pretty much everyone got over 100 kills apart from those couple of these units here. 158 for that Bastillodon, which is really, you can just send straight into melee. 160 for those Pterodon Riders, that's great. That's why I wanted to try and get some more of those as well. These guys are wiped out. So this was a fun little campaign battle. Good to fight another varied army. We've got some green skins. I said we've been fighting all kinds of races since the start, and we haven't even enabled the first ritual yet. We're actually falling behind a little in the ritual race, so we do need to get on that quite soon. But yeah, it's progressing well. We're building up some strong forces, taking a lot of territory already, and we'll have more battles coming up soon.